What was life like in your business like before we started interacting and working together?
Oh, oh, wow. To be very candid, I felt sort of lost, both professionally and personally. Um, just kind of felt alone as the president of my company and entrepreneur, and definitely overwhelmed. And at the time, I was extremely frustrated with my results. Sales were down, team morale was down. I didn't even really know it. And I think a lot of it stemmed from my morale and my mindset. So, and at the time, I had no one in my life that could really truly understand what I was going through, and that I could talk to and they could understand, much less be able to provide advice, to get me back on track and then stay there. So yeah, that's what life before you looked like.
All right, and the follow-up question to that is what results or impact have you seen? What value have have you been able to see from our time of working together?
Absolutely. You brought out the real me again, and it was really the version of myself that had been missing for a couple years. It was not just like months; it was years, and it was the version of me that not only my businesses and family and myself wanted, needed, and deserved. And they just hadn't been getting all of me and the right side of me at that time. So that's been huge. And almost immediately I regained my self-confidence, which I usually don't lack much in that department, but I truly regained my confidence, my mental peace, and my passion for my business. And it's just a portion of that. It just really created as well created a desire for me to improve all of the key relationships in my life, business, professionally. And once I started putting in the hours and the work into the right kind of work, all of those relationships and results have visibly improved, all of them.
And can you tell me a little bit about those relationships? Do you have one or two examples of a relationship that looks different now?
I can give you like seven. I think two. Number one is my company. One of the activities that we did led to extremely important conversations with my team, and got me back on track. But then I also realized that the culture that we had needed some of my attention and some work on my end. And once I put in the work, the culture and relationships at work are like night and day. They're really night and day. And then personally, the relationships with both of my daughters have drastically improved, and I'm really excited about where those are today.
Amazing. I'm so excited. All
Me
right.
too.
I know you, any last thoughts or feelings you'd like to share about our work together? This is just so amazing. So proud of you, Tom.
Um, so, interacting with you has been amazing. Like I remember our first session, and I remember very, very clearly, and I slipped and I told you that I love you. Like I have never, ever, ever, ever said that to someone that quick. And I meant it, because in our first session, you were able to identify an opportunity area for me that was literally right in front of my face, and I was missing it. And as soon as you brought it to light, I knew the impact that it was going to have. and it just slipped. And I think you politely reminded me, hey, I'm married with children, and so so, but also talking to you just feels really, really natural. And we get into the hard topics. We don't dance around, and we dive right into the hard topics, personal, business, and even some topics that I've never opened up about. And it just feels comfortable, natural. And then, I know that I'm going to end up receiving the advice that will resolve the problem. So I'm more comfortable opening up with things that I may or may not have before.
Oh, Tom, well, I'm so thrilled about this working relationship and our friendship and everything that you've been able to build. I mean, I also remember that first conversation, and it's night and day between then and now. And I want to acknowledge you for being coachable, for wanting whatever it is that you want so bad that you're willing to take the uncomfortable actions. And I just commend you. Like, you deserve all of the breakthroughs and results and more. And I know this is a short video, and I know there's so much more, but this
Right.
does sum up the sentiment of what you've been able to accomplish. And I'm so proud of you.
Well, thank you so much. I literally, I couldn't have done it without you. I mean, through our time together, you have changed the trajectory of my business, my family life, personal life, and overall happiness. I mean, there's not too much more that I could ask for. So, honestly, I'm very, very grateful that I have met you, and I just can't thank you enough.